Somebody also said to me there in the chat, Craig, Hato's a left back. I know, that's why I just mentioned Kirkes and Hato. I know I've mentioned him as a centre back option as well, because he has been linked as one that could move in to play left side of centre back as well. But you are right. And I think he's more likely at this point, based off what we're going to go through tonight. So let's read through, let's go with some of the stuff Fabrizio Romano has put out late this evening. Let's go through some of his quotes. So these are all from Fabrizio Romano. Real Madrid are obsessed with Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's an option. He's option number 1, number 2, number 3. Today I can tell you 4 and 5. They see him as the perfect piece for their puzzle. Goes on to say Real Madrid keep Trent on top of their list and are not changing their mind. Nothing is changing at the club. Trent, Trent, Trent. A very clear message from Madrid. On top of that, breaking from Fabrizio Romano, Liverpool are monitoring Jarell Hato. They are already planning with their scouting department for at least 2 or 3 more missions in the Netherlands to follow Hato. Now that I find very interesting, because I don't want us to be overstocked with Dutch players either, but Romano saying there that Liverpool are planning 2 or 3 more missions. I don't know if he means scouting missions or whatever to follow Hato. Goes on to say Liverpool have been following Hato for a long time and they keep following his progress. He's for sure one of the players being watched along with Huijsen. He is one to watch for the summer. So, I mean, I'm going to ask a simple question. Would you be happy with those two? So let's get a poll going. You know I love a poll in the chat. Right, so question is, would you be happy with Hato and Huijsen for the 2 defensive positions? So let me know. Vote away on that one, yes or no. I know there are other options, by the way. I'm not trying to say this is it. But I want to know if they were the two that came in the summer, along with Virgil renewing his contract, would you be happy with them? I have to say I would. I would. I'd be happy with Huijsen and Hato if they're the ones that the manager wanted and they both come in the door. I certainly wouldn't have any complaints about it. Are we just going to sign Bournemouth players like we did from Southampton? I get the feeling the Hato's more likely than Kirkes. I think Huijsen, as Fabrizio Romano and others have said, seems like a very achievable centre-back option. But I do think Liverpool won't see value in £50 million for Milos Kirkes. If you can get Jarell Hato for about €40 million, which is about what, 33, 34 million pound, that's a good saving. That's about 16 million quid saved off what would be asked for Milos Kirkes, which would be £50 million upwards. So the numbers are going to have to come into this as well. If you're going to be putting a load of dough into a centre forward and you need a centre back, left back, the money adds up quite quickly. George said must be a Dutch player with a contract. I mean, I am a little bit concerned by what Fabrizio Romano said there about Liverpool going back. What was the exact wording? Liverpool scouting department are planning on at least 2 or 3 more missions in the Netherlands to follow Hato. So I think by that he means 2 or 3 more trips over to look at Hato rather than 2 or 3 more trips to buy more Dutch players. That's what I assume he means by that. Cam said, gut feeling is that we'll get Hato for sure. Fits the roles we need to fill. Plus he's mates with some of our key players. I agree. And I agree. It seems more likely to me than Kirkes at left back. And he can step in then at a push as he develops and maybe even play as left centre back if needs be. Jay said, Craig, who would you get at right back if Trent leaves? Hand on heart, man, I don't know. And the reason, by the way, that I'm talking about Hato probably being more likely is the price. Like I've mentioned a while back. If Liverpool are to go out and spend a lot of money in this window, and yes, we'll recoup some as well, but if we genuinely are to go out and spend a lot of money, I don't think £50 million upwards for a left back is going to be top priority. I just get the feeling if you spend £34 million or €40 million on Hato, it makes a lot more sense saving that £16 million there on an equally as promising player, albeit not as explosive as Kirkes. But you never know. You never know. They're 2 good options, and I think 2 options that most Liverpool fans would certainly be open to the idea of.